Recently, we got an announcement about toe-to-toe, and it changed Widow's Bite and quote-unquote how it worked. Now, I think it pushed Widow's Bite back to the way it should work, and there's a lot of people in my comments on toe-to-toe. There's been people that are messaging me, different places that are kind of like upset with what has happened to Widow's Bite. And also, Villain Theory has come out with a video that kind of encapsulates that really well, so I definitely recommend checking out his video. But yeah, let's first talk about kind of everything that happened. Now, with the toe-to-toe ruling, I'm not going to get into the actual ruling itself. You can go watch the video. I'll link it above somewhere and go check it out. Now, I'm not going to play Villain Theory's video either because you should just go support him and whatever. But he talks about that Widow's Bite in his video, My One Problem with Marvel Champions New Rules, that it kind of got nerfed. The reason being is because the old way the rules stated was that Widow's Bite, when an enemy had Quick Strike, Widow's Bite would trigger first. So what does that look like to us? So Widow's Bite says, hero responds to 1 cost upgrade. After a minion enters play, discard Widow's Bite, deal 2 damage to that minion and stun it. The way the old rule set worked is that they would say Quick Strike would initiate the attack, but not resolve the attack. And then Widow's Bite would happen, and then you would resolve the attack if there was anything left over. Now, the problem is, my argument in this channel for the longest time has always been the game should be as streamlined and as easy for new people as possible, right? The fact that you would initiate an attack when I can't even find the word initiates an attack in the rule book would be really confusing to people. It was confusing for us. That's why we did the whole toe-to-toe ruling and everything like that. So just for reference, a lot of people would take off or would go by the timing priority chart. Now, quick reminder with this chart, this only affects things with the same exact triggering condition. We use it a lot in instances we shouldn't. I still like the chart in those instances, but it's technically not right. But I think it's just a really good guideline in general of how things should kind of operate and how it should work out. So I like this chart for a lot of things. It's not always the best chart to use. I know a lot of people rely on it, but I want to just point that out, that this is a timing priority chart for things that happen at the same time from the same triggering condition, right? The same exact triggering condition is the actual word of it. But anyway, so constant abilities would be first and responses would be down here. So in my mind with this chart, Quick Strike would happen first, right? A Quick Strike states, here we go, make sure you can see that. After a minion with Quick Strike engages a player whose identity is in hero form, that minion attacks that player. Okay, and Widow's Bite says after a minion enters play. Well, now you may be confused with this and go, well, what's first, engaging or entering play? Maybe you already said something in your mind right now. You're like, well, of course engaging first, or of course entering play is first. Well, the rules are kind of weird with that too, because entering play states, make sure you can see it. The phrase enters play refers to any time a card when a card transitions from an out of play area into play. Playing a card by using an ability, enter play, or revealing a card from the encounter deck by means of which a card may enter play. So again, after a minion enters play, it's just any time it went from the encounter deck, in play is enters play. Now engaged, on the other hand, right above it, when a minion enters play in a player's area, it engages that minion. Now, you could read that as, well, it enters first and then engages, or you could read that as it simultaneously happens. If it simultaneously happens, then we go back to the simultaneous chart of Quick Strike is when a minion engages a player, and enters play is the same as engaging. So these two things happen at the same exact time, right? Quick Strike and Widow's Bite. So you go simultaneous timing priority. Now, I'm sure somebody will make the argument that no, engage happens different than enters play, and maybe that is the case, but the fact that we have to have that conversation just shows the issues with the rules, that there's too much there. It's too convoluted at times. So personally, people have asked, have I had an issue with the Widow's Bite ruling now? Is it quote unquote nerfed? And I don't really see it as it's being nerfed. I saw a bunch of people on different videos make the argument that what's the point of Widow's Bite now? The point of Widow's Bite now is that in the vast majority of minions, it would stun the minion and deal 2 damage to it. And then they go, well, except for the Quick Strike minions. That's true. So let's take a look at the Quick Strike minions. These are all the minions in the game. This is every single one that's listed out right now. And I've pulled from what I tried my best to pull every single Quick Strike minion. So we have Ancient Warrior from the Temporal set. We have Badoon Assassin, who's not a true Quick Strike minion, but still after he enters play. Baron Zemo, who is Captain America's nemesis, so you probably wouldn't see that as Black Widow. Belladonna, who's Gambit's nemesis, so you probably wouldn't see that either. Berserker Mutate, from the Zola set. You have Blackjack O'Hare from Rocket set, so you, again, probably wouldn't see this Callisto, Storm's nemesis, so you probably wouldn't see this, at least the vast majority of the time, right? I don't want to say all the time, but vast majority of the time. Creeping Willow from Black Tom Cassidy, Hawkeye's nemesis, again, you probably wouldn't see. Crossfire, Guild Assassin from Gambit's nemesis, you wouldn't see. Gunslinger, Hydra Jet Trooper, Infinite Soldier, which may have it if there's 3 on the gene pool, so maybe not. Kree Militants, Lady Deathstrike from Deathstrike set, Living Laser from War Machine set, so again, you wouldn't see it. Pirate Commander from Space Pirates, Pirate Lackey from Space Pirates, Pyro from Iceman's nemesis set, so you probably wouldn't see that. Scarab, Scorpion from A Mess of Things, Sentinel Mark 7, and my favorite, the Shark. So to me, this notion of like all these minions suddenly are gonna like destroy Black Widow, like I don't see it. Like Quick Strike doesn't happen that often on minions. The vast majority of the time it doesn't happen on minions. And again, thematically, if you want to make the theme argument, is that Quick Strike is supposed to be a minion that like gets the jump on you, right? Widow's Bite will work vast majority of the time with Black Widow, the vast majority of the time, 90% of the time, because she's, you know, ready and prepared. But there's a time that the Quick Strike minions slip through. Like thematically, that makes sense to me, and that's not a big deal. Now, one other thing I want to mention really quick with this is that I'm going to read a little bit into this video, which isn't 100% fair to Villain Theory, but he makes a comment. Oh, I forgot which one. I forgot which one. He had a comment. Now he's got a lot of comments, so now I can't keep track. But he talks about the reason, a part of the reason why he wants this change for Black Widow, and what he has is an actual change, is a ruling to the actual Black Widow's Widow Bite, right? Again, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Go watch his video and go support him. Subscribe to his channel. But he changes the wording on Widow's Bite to errata. And his errata for it, I think, is completely fine. The reason that he kind of alludes to it, especially like I said in the comment section down below, is that Black Widow is kind of a weaker hero at this point, right? She's not as strong as current day heroes. And that is a shame. That is unfortunate. I just don't want us to start jumping through rules to change that. And his solution of changing the card text, the errata, I think is the right solution if you want to do that to make Black Widow more powerful, to kind of bring her up to speed compared to everyone else. 100% agree with that. But I've seen other people make the argument that we should change, and this is not Villain Theory's argument, again, other people's argument, that we should change the rule set back for Quick Strike. And I don't think that's the right way to do things. That just doesn't make logical sense to me. Again, for me, if you know me, I want to make this game as smooth and easy as possible for all the new people that join this game. And I think having things that initiates an attack but not resolve the attack, like, it just doesn't make logical sense to me. So anyway, a lot of people have been asking me about that. That's my opinion on that. Now, really quick, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. All that fun stuff really helps out the channel. Let me know down below your thoughts. Is Widow's Bite now completely nerfed? Is it not nerfed? Are you fine with the changes? Are you not fine with the changes? Whatever it may be, let me know down below. And also, if you haven't yet, join the Discord down below. The link's down there. We've been talking about rule stuff nonstop. It's been a lot of fun. Like I said, there hasn't been drastic changes to 1.6, but there's been some changes to 1.6. So it's been fun to kind of go over all that stuff. So anyway, appreciate everyone's support. Like I said, go support Villain Theory. Go check out his video. Make sure to subscribe to him. Go watch it and all that fun stuff. And I will see you all next time.